Foam rolling is a free massage. It effectively mimics soft tissue modalities. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through foam rolling of the calves in real time. We're going to be rolling the middle, the outside, and the inside, about 10 rolls on each with some trigger point therapy. So start with whichever leg you like in the middle and just roll up and down to your preference. Now weight is important here. If it's very painful, you can take more weight off by using the other foot. You can also slide your bum along the floor, or like this, you can pop your other leg on top for some heavier rolling. This is quite painful and it is quite heavy on your arms, so only do this if you feel comfortable. So try to feel out some of these areas yourself. If you find that one area is really stiff, try to work a bit more there. You can come even up past the knee. When you're finished with these 10 now, move on to the outside. And again, try and find whichever point works best for you. Well done, you're doing a really good job so far. This is quite hard and heavy, so if you need to pause the video at any time, please feel free to do so. And just stick about halfway through on the outside here. The temptation is to tense up a little bit, so try to relax if you can. I know it's painful, but you're doing a really great job. And when you're finished with this 10, you can move on to the inside. Not quite there, almost done. Good, and now just turn your foot inwards and work a bit more on the inside. Again, try and find whichever part you feel needs it the most. Now what you're actually doing with the foam rolling is you're improving the mobility and the flexibility and reducing stiffness. This can reduce injury pain and reduce the amount of soreness you get after training. So you can do this after training to improve recovery. Good. Now next up, we're going to move on to some trigger point therapy. So when you're finished with this one, we're going to pin some points, some tight points that you might have found, and then move the foot up and down. So just finishing off here, there we go. So any points you thought that was really sore, just gently anchor them with the foam roller, then move your foot up and around, or do circles like this. It's a form of manual therapy. As I said, this is essentially a free massage. So just anchor those points and move it up and down, and it will help that trigger point to relax. Good, you're doing a really great job so far. Hopefully this gives you a bit of extra motivation doing it with me. It can be quite tough to do by yourself. And fine, just move on to another point now. Just a few more repetitions. Great, well done. Now we're going to switch onto the other leg, whichever one you were doing before. Switch over, and we're going to start back into the middle. Good, now turning the area here. So a great bit of research for you. Study compared stretching and foam rolling for 3 repetitions of 30 seconds. Both of them improved range of motion, but stretching actually caused the muscle to be weaker. Foam rolling can actually increase muscle strength, but it's found to at least have no negative effect. So if you're going to do something active, you should be foam rolling before rather than stretching. These effects can last in the calves scientifically up to 10 minutes afterwards, and then the hamstrings, for example, can last 72 hours. Good. So now move on to the outside of the calf. So there hasn't been any studies on the calf specifically longer than 10 minutes. As I said, the hamstrings have shown to be much longer, and the quads also. So I usually will prescribe this foam rolling if you have joint instability or pain, problems in the foot, or even higher up in the knee and the hip. It's a really quick, effective way of getting improved range of motion. Good, really good. And final stretch now. Turn onto the inside and 10 repetitions through here. I don't know if you've ever tried to get your partner or anyone else to give you a massage. It's quite difficult. They don't want to, and they tend not to give you a very good massage. So get yourself one of these, and it's free. It's really useful, and you could be doing it as many days as you like, really. Great. And finally, some trigger point therapy just to finish off. Last hurdle now. So find some of those sore points and move the foot up and down. include the toes as well. So when you bring the foot up, really arch the toes, and pushing down, point the toes down. It's the same muscle fibers. Great, almost done. Well done guys, last little stretch. Good stuff. Nice one, and then just move on to the last little point that you might have found on the outside, inside, wherever it is. Good stuff. Well done guys. Congratulations. That was really tough. I hope you enjoyed it. You're very welcome to get in touch with questions or if you want advice about sports or chiropractic, and follow me on social media for more content and videos. I really hope this was helpful, and please send it on to someone else if you think they'd like it too. Thanks for watching.